Hi darlings, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and if not, then I hope I can make it just a little bit better. Today we're going to be talking about that holiday box right there. That's the Tarte 2016 holiday box collection. And then I also have a little haul from Ulta. I know it's the 21 days and they're not up yet, but I did get some stuff and I wanted to share it with you. So I'll share it first and then I'll go over the review. I have been using that all week, so I feel like I can really give you a fair review of everything. Some good, some bad, let you know if I like it. Meanwhile, let me know what your favorite holiday release was ever by any company in any year. I would love to read it. Okay, so the first two things I got was the 3D brow tones from Benefit. I am a hardcore Anastasia Brow Wiz fan. I just think it's the best and I don't think anything will ever be able to beat it. But I thought I would try these out. This one right here, this is supposed to kind of highlight your brows to make them appear a little bit more natural. And then I also got the Precisely Brow Pencil, which is just like the Anastasia. And I figured I would get a little bit darker color. Here's the spoolie. And then here is the tip. This is just like the Brow Wiz. I could not tell you though if it's good or not because I haven't used it yet, but I'm a diehard for Anastasia, but I hope I love them because I paid for it. But I got a little bit of a darker shade because when my roots are growing in, I need something a little bit different than stark blonde, because it starts to look weird when you're trying to fill in your brows with taupe or blonde, and it doesn't look so good. So there is that. And then next up I got, I don't know how to say this, but the Palladio Velvet Matte Lip Color. And this is kind of like a cream liquid lipstick. What else could you compare this to? The original melted liquid lipsticks, you know, they didn't kind of dry down all the way. Now they have their matte formula, but you could probably compare them to those. I haven't tried this out, but I've heard a lot of good things. And this is in the shade Sateen. There you go. I mean, I don't know how else I would pronounce it, but it is like a pinkish mauve color. So who doesn't love those? I mean, I already have how many? The next one I got is, I got 3 of the Smashbox new liquid lipsticks, and the first one I got is Devil Sea, and it's a pretty dark mauve color. I've heard a lot of good things about this formula, that it's not super drying, but I'm going to test it out because I really hate when I like pull my lips apart and it's all cracky. Oh, I mean, I'll still wear it because they look beautiful, but I hate that. And then I also got Misconduct, which is like a berry color. It's like a very dark red with berry in it, and I love nothing more than classic red lipsticks and berry lipsticks, so combining the two is going to be great. And this one I have not opened yet, but it is in demand, and this is like your classic medium nude, it looks like. Very pretty. I think this will go well, but I have lip gloss on that I'm reviewing for you guys today. So there is that. The next two things I got are Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swill Illuminators. We've all heard about these. I did not get Gilded Honey. The first place I went to didn't have it, but then I actually swatched these two, Peach Glow and Ballerina, and they look like the best for fair skin, and I have fair skin, and while I love gold highlighters, I mean, I love Champagne Pop and a lot of different gold highlighters. Let's be honest, even though it's beautiful, I'm fair, so I'm going to have a gold streak down my face, so I thought these two would fit. I will probably get the Gilded Honey at some point, but I'm going to hold off for now. Next up, I got the Styled by Harash palette, and oh, she is just so beautiful. But, you know, I wasn't going to get it. The colors weren't all that amazing just to look at. They weren't anything out of the ordinary. There's a plum, there's some neutrals, there's coral. If I could ever open this, guys, like, I just ripped boxes to get it out. Come on. I mean, look at how gorgeous she looks. Hello. Beautiful packaging. Gold and black. Who doesn't love that? Ooh, and the front is like, it's like leather. So there's that. And then here is the inside. Sorry, I'm just trying to go, little flimsy thing. Just trying to go quick. See, it's got that coral blush, those plum colors, neutrals. However, when I swatched them, they were so smooth and buttery and pigmented. And And it smells like that wonderful Tarte smell of like chocolate and flowers. Can't get over it. And I also got the Cocoa Contour Too Faced, the light. You know, you don't hear about this one all that much, but Kathleen Life mentioned it in her Ride or Dies, and I thought, I'm sorry, I told you in the first video I love to smell everything, that it was her Ride or Die, and I struggled to find a light color to put under the eyes. I mean, even, I love Kat Von D's. Hers is my favorite contour to date, but even the lightest shade is somewhat, it's kind of highlighty, and I don't want to, when I say that, I mean like almost like a shimmer to it. I mean, I know there's no shimmer in it, but it looks like it, and I don't want a shimmer under the eye because that's going to attract people to look at my bags. Then I got the Lorac 3, and look, I mean, okay, the Lorac eyeshadows are probably my favorite shadow formula. They're super buttery. You have to be very careful when you're rubbing the brush. Super pigmented, easily to blend. I wasn't that thrilled with this color scheme at first because the first one has pops of plum, the second one has pops of green and olive and navy, and then this one was just all nudes. And then I got to thinking, there's like 4 transition shades in here. There's so many beautiful shimmer shades. You can use multiple of these to highlight the inner corner and under the eyebrow. This was just, I'm probably going to end up using this one the most. It's really sad, but I love it. And then the last thing that I got is the Urban Decay Vice Lipstick Palette. And I love the Vice lipsticks. They're only $70 each. Back Talk and Safe Word to die. And Whip, if you put Whip, I know when you swatch it, it doesn't come off with much. It's just kind of like a shimmer. But if you put a lipstick on and then highlight with that right in the middle of your lip, it's going to make them look poutier. It is so pretty. But here are these. It comes with Comfort Mattes, Pure Matte, sheers, creams. I just thought this was really nice, and it did also come with a really nice brush as well. All you do is pull out and push it back in. So pull out, and yes, I've already used it. Pull in. I'll give you a little bit of a closer. I mean, this packaging, it's like bullet, like gun metal. It's awesome. And then you just open this back up. I will zoom this in a little bit so you can see. There's reds and plums and pinks and mauves. I don't know, but I'm probably going to be obsessed with it. Okay, now to talk about this bad boy. The first thing I'm going to discuss is packaging. This is a wonker. I mean, this is pretty big. Now, you get a lot of shadows in here, but here's the thing. Look at this. I mean, did you have to make it this thick? Because we know the shadows don't go that deep. So I think they could have made it thinner. But the good thing is that even though it's so wonky, you could theoretically put stuff inside here, like concealer, single eyeshadows, other eyeliners that you want to bring with mascaras, and travel with it. You will have to bring another bag though for like brushes and foundations and stuff, but there is that option. Moving on to, let's start with the eyeshadows, because that is clearly the most. It's a really nice color range. It is mostly cool tones, if not all cool tones. So if you only like warm eyeshadows, this is probably, no, this will not be the palette for you. Let me just say that. The pigmentation is not as good as Tarte in the Bloom. That's one of my favorite palettes, but it is not as good as that. However, the shades are still buttery, creamy, and they still blend really, really well. They are not patchy, but it does take a little bit to build it up. So I can work with that. It does irritate me a little bit that they're not super pigmented, but the fact that they're still blendable and I can build them, I'm okay with that then. It would be a problem if they were patchy or they weren't blendable at all, or you couldn't build up pigment at all. Let me swatch a couple. Okay, I'll swatch a couple of the lighter ones first. So, you know, see, there's like a lilac here. I know it's going to be hard to see, but there's, I mean, it's down here, but I don't know that you're going to be able to see it. So you're gonna have to build it up. Let me do some of the darker ones though and see how those go. Here's a dark purple. Here's a nice brown. Okay, the darker shades are definitely better. So, dark shades, good. And there are 3 of those are mattes, only 1 is shimmer. Actually, the shimmer came out worse. But you can definitely work with these. I mean, they're not awful. They're still buttery, they're still creamy, and they're still blendable. It'll just take you a little bit to build up that color, which is okay. Now, let's talk about the blush right here, the highlighter, the bronzer, and the contour. So the blush is a beautiful, beautiful pink coral shade. It is actually one of the nicest blushes that I have ever used. I love those coral shades. I don't know why. I think everyone does. I think coral looks good on every skin tone. So everyone will really be able to use this. And it is pigmented and it goes on pigmented right away. And it's blendable and it's beautiful. The highlighter. I'm running out of space. So we're going to use the other hand. The highlighter is, I would say, a champagne. It is between a white and a gold. I mean, you could even say it's a white gold. It's a little bit too dark for me, but I can still get by with it. And it might be a little bit too light for those deeper skin tones. The bronzer is very, very warm tone for me, at least. I mean, I am pretty pale. So, the bronzer. Here is the bronzer, and I apologize if this is hard to see. I don't have the best lighting, but I'm trying to work with it. Let me see if I can make this any better here. It is warm tone. I can definitely use it, but I need a light hand and I need to blend it out. This would probably be a beautiful bronzer for medium to deeper skin tones. The contour color, though, is good. It is not ashy. It is like the perfect neutral brown. And let me get a good swatch of that. And so that right there, the top shade. And then the bronzer. Let me try to get a thicker bronzer color for you so you can really see it. Yeah, it's like much more orangey, and I don't know if it's going to pick up on camera, but the top one is the contour, and this one right here is the bronzer. And I feel like it looks opposite, but trust me, this one is much more neutral. This is orange. I don't know if the lighting will get it, but there is that. The blush, the highlighter, the bronzer, and the contour are all very pigmented, very buttery, blend out really well. Those are definitely top-notch normal Tarte product formula. Moving on to the last 3 things that come with it. The first thing is this little gloss, and I am wearing it today. Nothing else on the lips. This is actually wonderful. I would almost describe this as close to Sugar Sugar by Marc Jacobs. A little bit less shimmery. It is not sticky at all. Let me. So here is the lip swatch, and I actually have Sugar Sugar, so I can actually try to swatch that for you. And Sugar Sugar is, well, definitely pinkier. Here is Sugar Sugar, and here is the Tarte lip gloss that comes with it. But it is a beautiful nude shade on the lips. I'm wearing it, and only it today. Not sticky at all. The mascara. I have tried the Tarteist mascara a bunch. You know, I get them in the 100-point rewards, and then I also get them, you know, randomly. Sometimes if you buy Tarte something, they give you this for free. I hate this mascara, but only when it's brand new. When I open it and then close it, let it sit for a week or 2 weeks, then it becomes a great mascara. It gets a little bit clumpier, it gets a little bit thicker, I like that. I don't like the where you get like 4 lashes. I don't like that kind of clumpy. But I like something that's going to make the lashes thicker. And this only does it once you let it kind of sit for a week or 2. A lot of mascaras are like that. I don't know why. The last thing in here is the Tarte So Fine micro liner in black, and this is beautiful. I personally like to do wings with gel liners. I just feel like I have more control with the brush than I do with a pen, but I did line just my upper lash line very thin today. It is super black. Let me see if I can swatch this for you. It is super black and super fine. So it is that little tiny tip, and it also is stiffer. It's not gonna like bend on you and like you're trying to draw a straight line, all of a sudden it goes that way. It's not gonna do that on you. It's very stiff and very black too, which is wonderful. So my overall thoughts on this palette, it's $59 and I think that it's worth it. All of these shades over here, so the blush, the highlighter, the bronzer, and the contour, are just like Tarte formula. And I also think that these are only coming in this palette. And they're pretty much full size. So for $59, I'm pretty sure you're already winning there. Plus you get the 24 eyeshadows, which I think has like 14 mattes. Yes, they're not that pigmented, but yes, you can build them up. Yes, they're blendable. Yes, they're buttery. And there's a lot of beautiful colors there, especially if you're cool toned or you love cool toned shadows. And then the eyeliner is great, the lip gloss is great, and the mascara is so for me. A lot of people love it though, so that might be a win for you. Hope this helps you make a decision. I hope it gives you a little bit of insight. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if this helped you out. Thank you so much for coming by and watching this video. Let me know if you liked it by hitting that thumbs up button down below. And also, if you would like to join me in this journey on YouTube, then go ahead and smack that subscribe button right down below as well. Thank you so much. Let me know what holiday collection you are looking forward to the most this year. I would love to check it out. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you very much for stopping by, and I can't wait until next time.